Good evening, chat. It's Wednesday, and that means... Hang on, let me go to camera here. That means it's time for the Kerbathon to come to a close. That's not the end of Kerbals, of course, because I'll be playing on Mondays, as always. That's kind of how the schedule is currently set up. But this will be the last day. Hello, Ash. You are first. That's right. This will be the last day of Kerbals in a row. So Friday we'll be doing... Go back to Dead Cells. I'm kind of itching to do something a little more action-oriented. And let me make sure everything is set up here. I was having some issues with the Steam Cloud saves. I just want to make sure I didn't delete all my progress. So let's find out. Also, I have some cake here that I'm going to eat at some point. All right, survey says we're still good. All right, let's head over there. Open up the game. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. You guys are using the emotes. I like it. I'm going to update that heart one, you guys. I have some plans. All right. I don't think we have any reason to pick up any new missions right now. Let me double check. Plant flag on Ike. Okay, we can get science data from Duna. And... Shoot, I took that plant flag on Ike and we just haven't got around to it. I think we'll just skip that one, honestly. Head over to the Dun station. There's a new game. Ooh, what is the new game? Tell me more. I'm always down for new games. All right, we want some science. Science. There we go. All right, hang on. Let me grab this one. Hang on, Mike's in the way. I'm gonna push that out of the way. This is now a mukbang stream. Yummy. Yummy cake. All right, so while we wait for all this stuff to happen, I've actually got some stuff. I want to do a little warm up here. Let me find what I'm looking for. And put that there. Go here. And we're gonna find some fun stuff to look at while we let some time pass in the game. Where is it? Here it is. Oh yeah. I heard you guys like fish pizza. Is that true? Hollow Knight meets Dead Cells. Have a Nice Death is the name of the game. All right. I haven't actually played Hollow Knight, so I wonder if Hollow Knight would be a better place to start. What do you guys think? Would you eat the pizza fish? Ooh, here's another good one. Oh wait. Okay, Emmykins wouldn't eat that. How about this one? You guys like cheeseburger pizza, right? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, Ash wouldn't eat it either. All right, fair, fair. Oh boy. This stuff is all right, I guess we should get get everyone's thoughts on proper pizza toppings, huh? So what is acceptable to put on a pizza? That's what I want to know. Ground beef on, yeah, like a cheeseburger pizza would be ground beef, not just a big hamburger, like the whole patty. Let's see, this is Paranagua. That's Portuguese, I believe. I'm not sure how you're supposed to eat this pizza. It's more like the crabs are guarding the pizza than their toppings. Let's see here. Oh boy. All right. I think that's enough bad pizza for today. I'll close that out. But yeah, it's like side dishes with your pizza. Ash is right. Why are they ruining pizza? I think the most toppings I would want to have on a pizza at a time, regardless of what they are. So, assuming you're just going with cheese, we're not counting the cheese as a topping, would be 3. So, typically I'll only have 1 or 2 topping pizzas, but I think at some point you make the dough and sauce. Yeah, a homemade pizza is so good. But what was I saying? Yeah, up to 3 toppings, but 1 or 2 is probably perfect. Any more and it just starts to turn into a whole thing. Okay, so that one is done. Science data from space around Duna, and I know the webcam's not up. I'll fix that in a second. I just moved it out of the way so I could show off those pictures. Now we go back to the KSC. So Ash says mozzarella, basil, and sauce. Or basil, depending on where you're from. Yeah, that's fine. Maybe some like dried tomatoes or whatever. Maybe not dried. I don't know what they do to them. What am I doing? I'm putting the webcam up. There we go. A good pizza dip is sweet chili sauce mixed with mayo. All right, that might be a little too far. We'll have to get some Italians in the chat. You can confirm or deny whether that is an acceptable pizza dip. Some people might draw the line at mayo. All right, here we are. We've got some stuff coming up. Let's check on it. We're still not getting signal yet, so I can't actually change the maneuvers. But I would like to put the jewel encounter on here. Switch over to the interplanetary scan sap. The mix that makes it good. It is, yeah. It's pizza is greater than the sum of its parts. Like, I wouldn't eat cheese. Well, okay, that's a lie. I would just eat cheese, and I would just eat dough. I wouldn't eat just sauce. And I'd eat pepperoni, and I've done it in the past. I'll just open up a thing of pepperoni and just nom on it. So maybe that's a bad example. All right, let's switch over to this one. Oh, the mix of the mayo and the sweet chili sauce. I get what you're saying. I actually don't get to eat a lot of things with mayo because my wife doesn't like mayo. So if we buy mayo, I'm the only one eating it, which means it goes bad before we use it all. Just kind of a bummer. What, 2 years, really? Oh, almost 3. It's like 2.5 years. Okay, that's what the game wants, I guess. All right, well, let's warp it up. Let the game do all the work for us. We'll have to pop into some of the labs as we go through this and offload the extra science. Eat just saw, yeah, for sure. You could definitely eat like breadsticks, right? I can eat a breadstick or two. I used to actually, and I still don't, which is kind of weird. Maybe it's not weird. I like the crust of the pizza more than the actual pizza part of the pizza typically. I don't know, something about, I think a lot of places use too much sauce. And maybe that's my problem. Lathstone, plant flag on the mun. No, no, no. We'll do that one. Rescue Mural from Orbit of Gilly. No. I guess a Val Ice Chunk wouldn't hurt. Gives us 30 years to do that. We'll probably grab one. And then let's check in on our science bases. The Min Station, I think, might have some science. One thing I've always wanted to make is homemade mayonnaise. Because it's just oil and eggs, right? So it seems like it would be very easy to make your own. But I'm sure there's like a trick to it. Alright, let's check the science. It's still loading. So once that's done, we'll send it. It's not a lot, but I mean, it's not like we can't not send it. I wish I lived in a place that had better pizza. Like, I don't know, like New York City, or really any big city is gonna have good pizza. I live in a small town. I think we've got, let's see, there's a place called Happy Joe's, there's a Domino's. You know, Domino's is just a crappy chain. And then there's a gas station that serves pizza. And then there's Papa Murphy's, which is take and bake. So I would say that's 4-ish dedicated pizza places in town, and none of them are particularly good. But when I visited New York City, it was like every block had good pizza. You could just go get some. It was great. I will swing by the Sun Station. No, it doesn't have anything. Eve Station might have something. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Emmykin's like sriracha. That's more her topping of choice. All right, how much science? Ooh, we do got a lot of science. Perfect. Let's send it. 0.00 flour. Okay. Keep that in mind. Is that just a type of flour that I would have to look for specially? It seems awfully complicated. At some point, we're gonna have to do an Eve return mission, aren't we? That's a scary prospect. Where the heck is Kerbal from here? All right, there it is. We'll just time warp through this real quick. There we go. Another 500 science. let's head over to... I don't actually know which one is next. Oh. Let's see. Wrong thing. I'm kind of a, like, food dummy. I don't know a lot about food and ingredients and stuff. But Emmykins is the food master around here. She bakes, she cooks, she slices, she dices. You'll roast it, toast it. Oh, now I want toast. I do love me a good toast. All right, let's send the science. Oh, it's the scary one again. One of my favorite songs on here. It's weird. We actually don't get we don't quite get enough power to maintain maximum charge while we're sending stuff. Something to keep in mind when we're at Jewel. We don't get as much charge. Ash grew up with both parents being good cooks and love cooking too. Nice. Yeah, neither of my parents were particularly good cooks. I guess my mom was more of a cook, but she tended to cook the same thing most of the time. And also things that I didn't like, which I guess, you know, depending on how picky of an eater you are, that could be more or less common. All right, we're gonna have to wait for the sun to rise. And yeah, we still got 2 years to go here, so no rush. All right, we're time warping. Gotta orbit around till we can see the sun. Any minute now. Any minute now. All right, there we go. Back to the min base. Let's send the science. I feel like cooking is an important life skill, but at the same time, it's also kind of a luxury for a lot of people. We got 500 science. Let's send it. Oh, we don't have comms. Gotcha. I guess we have to wait till we have comms. Let's do it. So I learned kinda how to cook. And I theoretically, like, I'm not stupid. I can figure out how to cook. If you give me a recipe, I'll be able to figure it out. But at the same time, it's not going to be as good as if someone who's good at it does it. And I don't realistically have the time, considering I work like 9 hours a day, basically. And just like the thought of putting time into cooking after working all day just sounds awful. Yeah, Emmykins will, yeah. I'm not allowed to cook after the burger incident. Unsupervised. I guess if I asked to have some supervision, I could probably help out in the kitchen. I used to bake bread, which I felt like I was pretty okay at. But that was when I was still in school and had a lot more time. Because I didn't have class every single day for 10 hours or whatever. Cooking stream, yeah. If I had a kitchen that could accommodate a streaming setup, I guess I could try it, but my kitchen, I've talked about that, my refrigerator that rattles and the acoustics aren't good and the lighting is bad. I'm not exactly binging with Babish over here. I don't have a kitchen set. But man, that would be kind of fun to do maybe like a prep stream. Like today we're gonna make blah blah blah, and so we're gonna need this, this, and this. And then I'm gonna put it all together and it's gonna make whatever. I don't know. All right, let's check the science in here. Where's all the science? Have we loaded all the science? No, it's in here. Set. We guess we can transmit these. Observe mystery goo. Transmit. Log pressure data. Just recycle that. And process that in the lab. All right, there we go. Process that in the lab too. Nice. Right, back to the Space Center. You'll send me a pizza recipe to try. Well, okay, you can send it to me to try, but I'm not the one cooking it. And I think Emmykin's already found a really good pizza recipe she likes. I mean, like, it's pizza. How much of a difference can there really be? You make the dough, you make the sauce, you put the toppings on, and you bake it. All right. So there we go. We've got 3,000 science, so we're almost to the point where we can do patent licensing. Oh, we can do it? Reputation must be 750 or higher. Current reputation 741. That sucks. Maybe we can get some appreciation. Takes 5% funds income, yields 1 reputation for every yada yada funds. Cost money, huh? Bailout grant. Fundraising campaign. Oh, no, we don't want that. All right, we'll just keep rolling with it here. Head over to the tracking station. And then... actually, we could check in on the Joule station real quick. We might be able to send back some science from Joule. That would be fun, right? So, I'm sure everybody heard the big news today about the Obi-Wan TV show that fans have been clamoring for some reason. It's coming out, finally. After all this time. I don't know why everyone's so excited about it, considering what happened with the Book of Boba Fett, but I don't know, people seem to like The Mandalorian, so maybe it'll be okay. Alright, science. Send it. Yeah, that's not too bad. Should be able to send it all. Guess we'll find out, actually. Yeah, should be able to send it all. There we go. World's first milestone. You've gathered the first scientific data from Val. Beautiful. Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars is what I'm referencing. If you're not, obviously, if you don't know Star Wars, then you're not going to know who Obi-Wan is. He's Luke's mentor in the first movie. He's in the prequels, played by Ewan McGregor. Kind of a big deal. Process that in the lab, maybe? Review data. How much data can we squeeze into this thing? Not that one. That one we can. Can't get that one. Alright, I think we're full. You didn't know that? Yeah, I mean, there's been talks about it, but they just released the trailer today. So if that's something you're interested in, it's on YouTube, I assume. I haven't watched it because I'm not interested, because I don't care about Star Wars anymore. Not that I ever really did. Let's see, is there anything else we need to do? I don't think so. Head back to the Space Center and do the time warp. Let's do it. Come on, game. I think I might have too many things going on at once. See, if we rescue Willong, we'll get 8 reputation. If we fail this, I guess we have 15 years, so we might actually be able to do it. That one's still going. This one, oh, this gives us 45 years? Okay, that's fine. So this one's not gonna fail anytime soon. And that's still got 26 years to go. All right. So the question is, do we take a quick rescue mission? I mean, it would take a while. No, I'm good. Like, I have to weigh... If this was a single player game, I'd probably take it, but since I don't want to waste time streaming doing a boring rescue mission, I have to make that executive decision. All right, so this is this one. Let's switch to it. What is the sound clip I found? Oh, yes. All right, hang on. I can actually play it. I haven't got it anything uploaded yet because I haven't had time. But let me play it real quick. All right, let me pause the music for a second.
He's losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
There you go. So it's just that that short clip of John Lovitz from The Wedding Singer. Let's get the music going. Yeah, that's one of the more memed scenes from that movie, I think. The other one is when Adam Sandler's character is singing the song he wrote about Linda, his fiance, I guess, ex-fiance. And that whole song is pretty, or at least like the transition between the lovey-dovey part and the like screaming emo part. All right, so let's go ahead and warp to next. Just do that. We're gonna get some comments right away. That'd be nice. Yeah, I'm adding it. Don't worry. I just, because I have to rip it and then I have to cut it down. Then I have to put it into OBS and yada, yada, yada. And then I still have to get Trigger Fire set up. I haven't, you know, I'll do that this weekend. I have some time. Because Urban Venture kind of explained how it works. So it shouldn't take too long to get those clips uploaded and ready to go. So you guys can play them. You're at 12.2k channel points. Ooh. And they're just stacking up, huh? Stacking up those Starbucks. Yeah, I'll have to find out a good pricing scheme for sound clips. Plant flag, no. Science data from surface of Gilly, we can do that. That's an easy one. No, no, no. All right. Go ahead and head over to Gilly, do some science. Okay, Emmykins thinks that should be the sound that plays when somebody subs. I'll wait till there's more people in here. Okay, so Ash is voting yes on that one. And yeah, I thought that would be good. Like, oh, you're subbing to me. You've clearly gone crazy, and I'm reaping all the benefits. Honestly, I would play the whole clip if I could, but well, you know, I've seen other streamers do it. Maybe add the other one for redeeming. This one.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
All
you
right.
just can't get into it because they would never understand.
That's fair. That is a good one to let other people play. All right, so we're just gonna go flying off here briefly. I'll have to put a cooldown on it though. Don't want you guys spamming that stuff. All right, let's go back down maybe. All right, I can't use SAS because Meg is not a pilot. I always forget. We went through all that trouble to get her, to fly her down using manual controls. That was a fun time. Okay. Come on. Touchdown, please. I need to send data from the surface. Okay, there we go. Through report, transmit, and we're done. Good. I like how this thing can just basically float here because the gravity is so low. It's just ridiculous. All right, so that's 300 grand plus 4 reputation. Nice. 10-minute cooldown. Yeah. There's a streamer that I watch who has just like 50 sound alerts you can redeem. And I feel like that's way too many because some of them are kind of long. But people seem to like it. I don't know. I guess everybody's thoughts on how live streaming should go are going to be a little different. All right, yeah, we're not doing any of these. What's our reputation at? Can we even see that? I wish it would just tell me. But I want this. So we need 6 more reputation for this. Gotcha. Do I want to see some chaos? Not really, but I'm sure you're going to recommend it anyways. Switch to. You know, one that is chaos for the sake of it. Yeah, I'm trying to, I try to avoid too much chaos. I like to keep my stream mostly stripped down as much as I can. It's just me, the game, you guys, soundboard, a little bit of music. But I know some streamers are a little more gonzo about that kind of stuff. Warping it up. Here we go. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I just got into streaming based on one particular streamer that I watch, and I'm kind of emulating his style. But he's also really funny, which I think I struggle with a lot. Because I want to be informative more so than funny. But then I remember, wait, you know, my whole thing is that I should be entertaining. Billion. The streams are effin' chaotic AF. So yes. Everybody has their own philosophy on streaming and all that. Mine is, like I said, more stripped down. Okay, I don't think that one is getting... Oh, we're almost to Jewel. Nice. So we're actually going to start getting signal now. That is excellent. I was like, where am I getting a signal from? Oh, there's Jewel right there. We're coming up on it now. What's wrong with both? No, there's nothing wrong with both. I'm just saying there are different philosophies. Both are okay for different people. Like I consider myself pretty mild-mannered. Or do you mean informative and entertaining? I don't know. It's hard to keep up because there's the lag between when I say things in chat and I'm naturally forgetful. So I'll say something, go on to the next thing. Someone will respond to the first thing. I should probably learn to keep like a running log of what I have said so I can keep track of the conversation. All right, back to this one. Actually, let's head back to the KSC real quick. See if there's any easy missions we can grab. Inform and funny. Oh no, I try to go for both. But I think that can also, if I focus more on the informing, it might be boring to the people who want the funny, and vice versa. So I gotta try to balance it. Science data from space around Eve we can do. Ike, not as easy. Do the comets. Rover. Ooh. Rescue Handock. Now that's not quite a funny enough name that I want to grab him. So we'll just do the Eve one. Ike, Val Ice Chunk. Yeah. So we'll head over to the Eve station. Emmykins, are you there? Are you in the room with us now? Give us a sign. Eve station, Eve station, Eve station. Not Eve Station 2. That's the one we still need to fix the orbit of. It's the first Eve Station. There it is. Too many stations, guys. So I think one of the things that makes it hard for me to be funny is that I work all day, and there's not a lot of humor to be mined from my job as an accountant. So I tend to not have anything to talk about from that perspective. Let's transmit some science. Actually, let's do this first. Control from here. Point up. Then transmit science. So for other streamers, of course, if that's their full-time job, they can spend all day coming up with interesting things to talk about or funny things to say, or just going out and living their lives and doing observational humor, that kind of stuff. But I'm stuck in a cubicle for 8 hours a day. Is the sound delayed, or is it on your side? Let's see if there's anything I can do with that. Audio and video are matching up for Emmykins, so it's probably just Twitch being Twitch. You know how they are. I've heard that streaming on YouTube is better quality, but I don't have any kind of presence on YouTube aside from the VODs, I guess. So I feel like that's not the best place to be a streamer. Unless you already have a big audience, I guess. Or if you have a popular YouTube channel. Okay. Oh, we're still uploading data. Like, what are we doing? We're doing that. And here we go, almost done. All right, some extra science, a little bit of reputation. So just a little more reputation, and we should be able... We might actually have enough now. Let's find out. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to make it so that all the science that I'm generating will be converted into funds. And the reason I want funds is because, I don't know, I can make more extravagant rockets and not have to worry about it. Oh, we still need 5 more. Dang. All right. Exposure is exposure. I should hit Facebook, Insta, YouTube, and Twitch. Well, I have my YouTube channel, which is just the VODs. I have an Instagram. I don't use Facebook at all, so I'm not even gonna touch that one. But, you know, I try to get out there. I think it's just, you know, it's such a big ocean of content, and I don't have anything particularly unique to say. So I more just am trying to, I'm like a filter feeder. I put out my tentacles or whatever, and then occasionally a viewer stops by, and then I'm like, hey, welcome. And then sometimes they stick around, sometimes they don't. Make a shorts YouTube. Ooh. I have heard the shorts they're really pushing the shorts on YouTube. I'm not going to say they're popular because I don't know how many people actually like them. I guess it's YouTube's version of TikTok or Vine or whatever. Let's speed up time once again. So we should start getting more stable connections at some point. We've now mapped 1 of 2 suitable comets. Wonderful. I've been told that TikTok is really big, but then, you know, I don't know the culture of TikTok to be able to put something together. And I don't, maybe this is my problem, right? I don't have anything flippable generally that I would want to put on TikTok. Like the couple of things I've had. So Jeb is dead. That's from a couple months ago. And then maybe some of the other crashes that we've had. some of my meltdowns when things don't go my way. Those could be good, I guess. Science data from surface, we can do that. We're not going to get Malcolm. Where does this VIP want to go? You want to go to Lathe? For how much? Yeah, that's not worth it. And then detect some comets. Yes, sir. Let's head over to the min base. The YouTube short algorithm, the fact you can watch so many in such a short time. And sure, yeah, it's exposure, right? But how meaningful is that exposure? Because when I go to lunch every day, my friend is just scrolling through TikTok. And not once has he been going through TikTok and been like, oh, this guy is cool, I should check out his blank. Because he's just scrolling through the TikTok. Like, you can get a billion views on TikTok and not get one viewer on your Twitch or whatever. So I guess you get exposure, but how meaningful is it really? You binge 20 minutes of 10-second to 1 minute shorts, which is fun, but you know, how often are you going through that and you're like, oh, I want to see what else this guy has done? Wait, what am I doing? I'm trying to go to the min base. There we go. Which is not currently in a position to transmit, so we're gonna have to do some time warping. You do actually find content through that? Okay. Entirely possible. It might just be me. And I guess I'm older. Like, my style of content consumption is typically very slow. So I'll find... I'm trying to think how I find stuff to watch. So on YouTube, typically YouTube will recommend me something. And I'll be like, no, I don't want to watch that. And then I'll be thinking about it. I'm like, oh wait, that actually sounded kind of interesting. And then I'll go check it out. But typically if something just pops up on my recommended for me, I'm not going to instantly click on it unless it's something that I'm really interested in. I'm your age? Oh no. You're just more hip with the kids, I suppose. All right, let's head over here. It's, yeah, I don't know. There's no one-size-fits-all solution to these things. Because a lot of it has to do with your time zone. It has to do with the game you're playing or the content you're producing in general. So you can say, sure, yeah, make TikTok, make a YouTube short, but that's no guarantee you're going to get people showing up. And plus, then I feel like I'm kind of going outside of my content wheelhouse. And then I guess it doesn't feel as authentic to me. It's like you're just chasing the trend. And I think people can often kind of see through that. Okay, so there we go. We got the contract. How are we doing on stuff here? There it is. But do we need to get into the blue, maybe? Is that the problem that we're having? What do I think of that Discord that I followed? The Dan Giesling one? It's really big. So it makes sense that it has a lot of various channels for various things. And I think Dan Giesling is like a huge streamer and YouTuber, right? So, you know, that's a whole different ball game from what I'm running at the moment, which is, you know, a handful of people, like 3 average viewers, one of whom is my wife and the other one is me. I don't want to do any of these, so we're just going to head back, keep time warping. I think this might be the whole stream, is time warping for 2.5 years just to get these things to Jewel. Switch to... Yeah, Emmykins doesn't count because, you know, she's here. He built that for the community and the community followed. Well, but he had a community to start with. It's like a chicken and egg thing, right? Or I guess I don't know. I haven't followed a lot of big content people, which is what I'm gonna call them, content people. But I don't know how they typically get big, but I feel like they get big and then they can do stuff like that, whereas I can't just make a Discord and have people show up, you know? It's like building a convention center when there's no demand for that convention center. Like, you gotta have people that want to have conventions. He's so involved, so people like to talk. And sure, yeah, and I could be involved in my Discord, but there's only like 4 people in there, so it doesn't really matter. So sure, once I get more people in there, then it'll be a case of, okay, well, people that want to talk about blank, so I'll make a blank server. Or there's a, you know, there's a demand for X, so I'll add X. You watched a Discord grow from 100 to thousands in the past 4 months. Well, shoot. I guess if you can get me a recipe for that instead of pizza, I'll go ahead and use that. That would be great. I know my buddy Grumpy Thumper, he's managed to grow his Discord pretty steadily because he does a lot of YouTube content and he plays a very niche game called Star Sector. So people will join his Discord looking for advice on that. So he's been able to grow his Discord. Whereas with me, again, it's the time thing. Like, I don't have time to make YouTube videos. I don't have the skills to make YouTube videos yet. It's a lot of can'ts. I'm an Americant. I know. There's nothing wrong with the pizza. I just, a pizza recipe is of no use to me, whereas a Twitch success recipe would be much more helpful. Like, do X, Y, and Z, and behold, growth. All right, science data from space around Gilly. We can do that one. Plant flag on Duna. I don't think we're gonna do that right now. We'll do that. Science data from surface of all. We'll do that. So we're just racking up the money at this point. Head on over to Gilly. One's kind of a fun song. Kind of bouncing. It do be bouncing though. You know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and read the Kerbal fan fiction and not care how many people are here for that day. Ooh, no in-range comms devices currently. Let's take a look at when we're gonna have comms. Is this trying to reach something? That's weird. All right, feel free to settle down there, little lander. And there we go. Should be nice and level now. Kind of, a little bit. All right. Just do a little time warp in here. Yeah. So once this links up with the satellite, we should be good to send out our stuff here. But I don't know how long that's gonna take. Couple hours maybe? What is this? Oh, this was the comets again. So yeah, it's something I think about, but it's not something I'm able to devote a lot of time to, unfortunately. And I know if I had, I don't know, like, imagine I quit my job, right? Which, first of all, my wife would kill me. And then second of all, like, where do you start? what do? You probably have to sit down. You have to come up with plans for content. You have to learn all the ins and outs of making YouTube videos and editing, and when to upload, when to stream, what kind of jokes to do, and all that stuff. Oh, what the heck? All right, let's really warp it up here. Jeb died because of the Kerbal fanfic. I might as well read it. Yeah, that's true. I kind of owe it to Jeb. Like, if he was gonna die, I'm kind of obligated to do it. Are we just not getting... We're just not getting it, are we? What's the issue here? We don't have a... Oh, the sun's in the way. Shoot. Okay, we might have to come back later. Uh-oh. Yep, that happens. Let's be careful here. We'll have to find some. I'm sure it's out there. I think somebody looked it up. Consistent, confident community involvement interactions make it so we can do something and make it feel like we're doing something. Look at the most popular and think what they have in common. Either they're the best at what they do, expert, majorly interactive, entertaining, or they're very attractive, I think is the third one that you're missing there. But yeah, that's my my 3 types of streamers, like you said. I feel like I'm interactive. It's just, you know, when there's no one here. So obviously you're here. I'm interacting with you. But if there were more people here, I'm happy to be more interactive. It's just, you got to get that seed first. You got to get people in here. You got to start the snowball rolling. You didn't want to list that? Yeah. It's not something I can exactly aspire to. I guess if I did quit my job, I could spend more time at the gym, or, you know, spend time actually working out instead of eating cake. That might work. And I think we all know why people watch Iron Mouse. And really any of those anime girl VTubers. Germa's on there. Where's Northern Lion? What does he fit into? I feel like he's an expert, and he's also attractive in like a dad kind of way. All right, let's head over here. Switch to... Northern is a streamer, yeah. It's a real streamer. Red-blooded Canadian. He knows what he likes and he does what he does. And yeah, I get his YouTube videos recommended to me all the time. So I tend to end up watching him. Maybe that's what I gotta do. I gotta pay YouTube to recommend my videos to people. But I also need to cut them down to bite-sized clips instead of just dumping my VODs, right? Gotta get the highlights, the good stuff. He does not give a F. Yeah. Or make shorts. Yeah. Well, listen, if you see a portion of the stream that you think would make a good short, let me know. Or just clip it, I guess, and then I can go back and grab it. But I don't know what people find entertaining when it comes to Kerbals, at least. Or really any game, now that I think about it. Like, okay, let's take Dead Cells as an example. What part of Dead Cells should I be clipping? Like, is it the death? Is it the I don't know, me doing something stupid? Maybe I'm a little too cautious when I play games, that I don't allow for that level of spontaneity. I'm gonna manually slow this one down because I don't trust that it's gonna stop me when it's supposed to. All right, there we go. Looks like it might be working this time. Commission you with a sub and I will clip/slice. $5 a month for you to do the to clip all the funny stuff, I mean, I'd be fine with that. I was actually talking with Urban Venture, who you know from, he was over on Alien Stream, and you may have popped into his stream. He does Kerbals pretty exclusively, and he is a video editor person. That's his job, like professionally. So he has a huge advantage in that department. He knows what to clip, what to kind of cut down to, what to trim out, how to make it look nice, how to present it. Meanwhile, I'm just like, haha, funny video game moment. So yes, we'll try that. Maybe I just need to work on my stand-up, and you can clip all the failed jokes that nobody likes and those up. Make a worst of video. He likes Roy Lichtenstein. Well, there you go. All right, how much farther? 47 days to Jewel Periapsis. Jeez, we're going slow. Well, relatively slow. Okay, so we've crossed the boundary into Jewel space. Now comes the fun part. Let's check the sphere of influence change. All right, so we're gonna switch over to the other ship and let that one come through the sphere of influence, and then it's gonna be time to do the other stuff. I gotta think about what I would like to watch. Ooh, that's a tough one. Because I feel like if I go based on what I would like to watch, I'm gonna be copying other streamers, which doesn't exactly help me. So I want to be a funny, haha, wahoo streamer, right? But there's already a streamer like that. There's dozens of streamers like that. I mean, there's millions of streamers out there. What sets me apart from them? Don't they all do that? Don't they all do that? Yes, they do. They're all copying each other. Everybody's ripping off Limmy or Germa or Vinesauce or anybody like that. Maybe that's what you have to do. So we'll see. And the thing is, though, and I keep saying this, I want to reiterate, these people do this as a job. They are full-time streamers. They have time to follow trends, and they probably have a team of people working with them. I'm basically a 1.5-man operation. It's me and Emmykins, and she, mostly just watches. I don't watch Limmy, no, but I am familiar with Limmy. My concern with watching Limmy would be that I would just start copying all of Limmy's bits. Same with Germa. Like the minute that I try to start watching people, I'm gonna copy their style. That's not fair calling Emmykin shorts. I'm not saying she's shorts. I'm just saying she doesn't like make content for the stream. She watches the stream and she moderates. So if she was an editor or I don't know. I don't know what other streamers have that makes their operations possible. Guess you've got editors, like script writers, maybe? People who come up with stuff, technical people who set up the studio space, that kind of stuff. And I'm not just talking streamers, I'm talking actual YouTubers here. So, are you saying I need to learn how to edit? I mean, if you want to, but keep in mind it would involve using a computer, which you are historically not very good at. They all started somewhere. Yeah, they all started, 10 years ago. So I'm starting at a net negative. And that's the thing, right? Like when everybody's just starting out, you're on an even playing field. when I'm just starting out, you know, I've got people 10 years ahead of me that have an entire production staff. It's like trying to start a new channel on TV. You don't have the luxury of the years of experience or anything. Okay. So let's focus on Jewel here. We should have... Yep, so that's the fuel delivery drone coming in. Perfect, so we've crossed over. Let's switch over to the delivery drone. Editing's not that bad. Yeah, I mean, it seems like not technically hard, but then you have to make creative decisions as well. Like when to cut, how to cut, what to cut. And okay, this is the fuel delivery drone. So this is the one that's going to be needing to sync up with the jewel miner, right? So there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and manually warp this just to be safe. Wouldn't want to overshoot our target. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, this is taking a lot longer than I was expecting. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. We're down to the hours now. Yeah, we're coming in. Screaming in from interplanetary space. We have to take this time to get oriented, link up with the jewel miner, so do a rendezvous, which I'm sure will be a delight. And we don't have any comms here, so hopefully, there we go. We've got some comms there. We are slowly descending towards Jewel. Now we don't want to screw this one up, so I'm going to be very hyper focused here. So if I don't catch your chat right away, do not feel like I'm ignoring you. I just want to be extra careful here that I don't overshoot this, because it'll be another however many years in game before we can send another one of these. So with that in mind, don't start talking about Kerbal fan fiction. Do not do it. Even if you really want to, you have to resist it. Okay, so we're down to an hour. Yep. Come on. Come on. Under 40 minutes now. Just watching that number go down very, very rapidly. And okay, down to 10 minutes almost. All right, let me make sure I have the right focus. We want to be focused on the ship here. Internet blipped. That's okay. You didn't miss much. I was just saying I wasn't gonna be looking at chat because I need to be hyper focused here. The very tense maneuver that I need to make. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off time warp. I think we're in a good enough spot that we can start decelerating. Okay, so how much delta V is it gonna take for this? All right, so that much looks like. We'll do that. That'll take 67 days, huh? Yikes. And a 40-second burn. All right, I can work with that. Deep breath. Modded alarms? No, no, no. No modded alarms. No mods. I started this game with no mods. I'm going to finish it with no mods. If I do another one, another Kerbal series, maybe I'll try out some mods. But I've typically avoided them because the game's already buggy enough. Last thing I need is to start dropping mods on top of it. Let's drink some water here. Oops. Nice and hydrated. Some mods patch. Yeah, for like Skyrim and stuff, you've got definitely got the unofficial patches. I don't know that there are any patches, unofficial patch mods for KSP though. At least I've never seen one advertised anywhere. All right, so this is going to be 350 Delta V. And then I guess we'll find out how much more it'll be. Because really we need to get as much Delta V into the miner as possible. So I'm actually a little concerned that we're not going to have a lot to give at the end of this. But we only need enough to get to Vol and then rendezvous with the station, which should have some fuel left on it. I can't use mods. That's my thing. That's right, Emmykins. It is. It is my thing. My thing is I don't use mods in any game. That is what makes me unique and also kind of strange. Except for Skyrim. I'll mod Skyrim. Mostly for the unofficial patch mods. Or Fallout. Well, the Bethesda ones. Classic Fallout, you don't need mods. Back in those days, if your game didn't work, well, you were SOL. Because there was no internet. There was, but not everybody had it. What a horrible time to have lived through. No internet. What did people do? There are a few non-mod KSPs on Twitch. Yeah, I'm sure it's not just me. But how many hard careers are there? No reverts. No quick saves. No going back if something gets screwed up. That's probably more likely. Okay, let's see here. But about 20 seconds we need to burn. They're usually the same people. Yeah, I guess so. No, you're fine. It's okay. I need to know what's going on out there in the world. I can't insulate myself. It does me no good. Okay, almost there. So there's 40 seconds. So we're 20 seconds out here. Just got my finger on the trigger. Unfortunately, we've lost comms. Back to KSC, so we're gonna be flying a little funky here. Luckily, we just need to go full throttle, so it won't matter too much. 20 seconds, there we go. Time to burn. Burning them up. So the question is, what can I do that is unique? What could I do in KSP that nobody does that would bring people in? That is the question. So I feel like, I mean, it's been out for a long time. There's not a whole lot of unique things that I can pull off at this point. Like, there were a lot of challenges back in the day that people did. All right, that's probably good for now. Control is locked. Yes, that's true. It is locked. So I guess we'll turn it off. Wait for comms to come in. So this one... Let's check here. I would like to make an adjustment, but I don't think I can. So we're just going to manually time warp here and hope that I get a signal at some point. Due to being out for a while, a lot of things have been done. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So there's nothing really special that I could do, which I guess is fine. Like, people still like to watch it regardless. Not everything has to be a gimmick. It just helps. All right, so it's 14 days out here. I guess we will go ahead and try not to crash. Ooh. Close encounter with Lathe there. If you were to stream, you would break game functions and mechanics. Okay, so you're like a bug hunter, like a glitch finder kind of person. That's never really been my thing. I try to play the game as the devs intended it. Just why I don't use mods or anything. It's like, you know, these people worked really hard on this. They designed it to be played in a specific way. The least I can do is play it that way at least once. And then if, you know, if there's features that I would like beyond that, then maybe it's worth it to add some modifications in. Find what you enjoy and run with it. I think I have. I think I've got a pretty good system down. It's just a matter of finding the people who would be entertained by that. Where do you find these people? According to the bots, I can go to a website and just pay people to come watch my stream. Or not actual people, I guess. They're just going to be bots, which is useless. But it's like I always say, if I could pay people to actually show up and chat and engage with chat and stick around, I would probably do it, at least for a little bit. As silly as it sounds. It's like the whole reason I'm doing this is to engage with people. All right, now, okay, so ascending nodes, we want to go anti-normal. We're just going to align our orbit with the target ship. If it isn't intended, why does it exist and why is it not patched? I mean, you know, people miss things. That's like wondering why there's a typo in a book. Like, well, the person who wrote it didn't catch it and the person who edited it didn't catch it. So it just got shipped out that way. It's not intended. Like even the best book could have a typo. So we'll have that ready to go. Let's start burning. Slow down the burn here. Use YouTube and pay for pay-per-view, then use that to boost exposure to get people to watch the stream. That's a game-breaking mechanic. Yeah, I could do one of those like the spiffing Brit type things. How to break Twitch. Step 1, make a Twitch account. Step 2, make a YouTube account. Step 3, pay people to go to your YouTube account. To boost its exposure, have a link to your Twitch account. Boom, next thing you know, 1,000 viewers. The real way to hack, not hack, like I guess it's kind of a life hack, right? Is to stream at a time zone when there aren't a lot of other streamers. So just completely change your sleep schedule so you're streaming at a time when there aren't as many streamers around. Step 4, Facebook, Insta, TikTok. Buy ad space at the Super Bowl. Next thing you know, you're the biggest Twitch stream in the world. So yeah, it's a marketing thing, is mostly what it is. You have to know the strategies. Boy, now I'm starting to think that I should have eschewed personal finance and gone for marketing. Only Super Bowl is actually a good shout. Wait, you think that, yeah, yeah, very expensive. I don't know, I think, in the US at least, the local affiliate that is broadcasting the Super Bowl has to sell local ad slots. So theoretically, I could get a local ad. It would still be pretty expensive, but I would at least get some exposure to the local area, which I don't know how useful that is. You really want the national exposure, I think, or international even. I guess I could make a fake Super Bowl commercial, like Star Shard Zero trailer Super Bowl spot, or big game spot, whatever people call it. I guess Super Bowl is trademarked. I don't know. All right, I think we need to warp here. This is taking forever. Is the Super Bowl bigger or not as big as the World Cup? I imagine the World Cup is bigger, right? But the World Cup only happens once every couple of years, whereas Super Bowl's every year. Oh, I don't have control. Okay. Well, hopefully I get some soon. But if not, I guess I can just do full throttle here. So Ash suggests advertising a real product and have a meme meaning. World Cup is way more exposure. True. But again, like I said, it's only every couple of years. It's not every year. Super Bowl's only US and South America. Really? South America? I guess that's not super weird, but I don't know. That's not the first thing that comes to mind when I think countries that watch the Super Bowl. All right, so how are we going to do this? I guess we're just going to play it by ear. Like, I have a lot of Delta V, but I don't know how much it's actually going to help. All right, we have signal again. We have signal, we lost the signal, we have signal, we lost the signal. Ad nauseum. Yeah, I don't think I have the money to buy actual ad space. So I need to be a little more crafty. Although I know the big guys do, because I've seen advertisements for, I think, Mr. Beast. Like Mr. Beast channels or his challenges or whatever it is that he does. Dear Mr. Beast. Your burger makes a better fleshlight than food. Okay, so we're gonna go retrograde here. Now what I'm gonna try to do, since we're kind of in a weird orbit, is attempt to get somewhat synced up so we can at least attempt a rendezvous at one of these intersect points. Not gonna be easy. But, you know, I'm not playing this game because it's easy, guys. I'm playing this game because it's hard. And who was it Beetle Rock who was suggesting Elden Ring? Which I am, like, mildly interested in. But, man, I don't know. Mr. Beast is 100% propaganda for Mr. Beast. I gave 1 million pounds to X to do X. I guess could I just make stuff up? No, because YouTube doesn't like when you like use whatever, when you lie about the content of your video, right? They get kind of grumpy about it. I paid $0 to no one to do nothing. I guess that's not lying. I streamed KSP for 3 hours. This is what happened to my brain. What is the most clickbaity YouTube stuff that I can come up with? He spent 1 million and earned millions. Yeah, it's like advertising for himself. Which is a good gig if you can get it. You be your own hype man. I'm getting it. Yeah, but again, I don't want to turn into like a meme machine. I still want to be me. I just want people to watch me and enjoy me for me. You know, like the song. Make shorts like that. Okay, sure. Make a short of myself saying I should make a short. It's like shortception. All right, we're gonna loop these around. Bring it around. Bring it around town. Look at it go. Okay, I think we can do a couple more here. So there's one, two, and then it goes around, and then three, and then last one here. All right, here we go. Okay, come on, quit intersecting. All right, there we go. Shoot, I don't have control. Okay, we'll go with that. Separation 127 kilometers. Yada yada yada. That works for me. Does kind of suck that we can't get more control, but that's what I get for not setting up any kind of infrastructure. It would be a meme of a meme, says Ash. All right, all right. I'll see what I can do. Yank some clips out of these videos and try to use that for content. All right, we do need to keep an eye on this one. Let's be very careful. And yeah, we want to keep an eye on that altitude in the event that we need to quickly switch back over. And there it goes. Oh boy. So we're going to be cutting it a little close here because this one's coming in and this one is going to be here. We've also got 2600 delta V. I don't know exactly how much we're going to need to get up to Lathe or to get up to Vol. We don't want to go to Lathe. We decided that already. Our engines don't work well on Lathe. Okay. So we're coming in here. I would love to have some control as I'm coming in, but I can see that is... Oh, it might be in the cards here, actually. No, it is not. Because we don't have a connection back to KSC. Okay, let's try this. We'll just time warp and see if we ever get a connection. I'm gonna guess no. I could clip the past minute and call it when wasting time is efficient. Sure, yeah. Well, when to do X. I want to switch that to target. Wasting 4 days to gain hours. Time warping through 2 years. I time warped KSP for 100 years. This is what happened. Nothing happened. All right, so this is the most important part of the burn here. Relative speed, huh? That's scary. I don't like that relative speed because that basically means we have to spend all of our delta V doing the rendezvous, which seems not great. Are we gonna have to send another freaking thing out here? Oh god. I think I'm gonna be sick, guys. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. So how much are we going to actually end up with here? Because it doesn't look like it's a lot. You don't want the KSP part. We're making clickbait memes for the memes. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, we got to leave KSP out of it entirely. That makes sense. So this is not going to be enough fuel, is it? Like, once we transfer it over, what little we have. All right. No, we've learned a valuable lesson. We need to send way more fuel. So I guess, you know, at some point I should probably do a little bit of this off stream just to get it over with. But I don't know. I don't know what the best practice for that is. It's like if you're watching somebody play a Final Fantasy game, do you want to watch them grind for 6 hours to beat the optional bosses? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah. Look at that. Relative speed, 2200. How much Delta V do we have, guys? By the time we get docked up, we're not gonna have enough to do anything. I guess we'll have at least a little bit in there, but still. All right, let's try to do this. What a waste. So we'll have maybe like 100 to 200 Delta V, somewhere in that range. Just note the time frames live as a practice and edit after the fact. All right, I'll think about it. It's one of those things where, you know, how much do I want to put the onus on other people for my success versus how much should I be doing? Well, this isn't even, we're not even gonna be able to slow down enough. We're going too fast. Okay. Now what? What do we do? Landings, collision, takeoffs, building sped up. All these words. All right, let's I guess we'll see here. Oh boy. Okay. The interplanetary ScanSat's coming in. Let's see how that goes. This thing should at least be able to get to its destination, I hope. But we're definitely gonna need to, I don't know, send a communication satellite next time. Oh, now you can communicate, huh? Lucky you. All right. Speed it up again. That's what KSP is about, so I should make shorts of that. Oh, okay, okay. That's true. I have had some pretty wonky launches in the past. All right, time to switch over. Like the ones where the ship is wobbly. Or that one where I accidentally had the controls set backwards, so I flipped over and had no idea what happened until after the fact. Yeah, that was fun. Are we gonna have controls on this one? Put that as the target. Okay, so we've got 3,400 Delta V. Yeah, this should be plenty for this one. You are hammering shorts, but they are an example. That's true, yeah. And I think it's a good example too, but most of the... it's hard because all the big Twitch people that I watch, either their YouTube stuff is just their VODs, plus some like non-live content that they put together, like produced stuff, or they their Twitch and their YouTube is completely separate, or their Twitch is like cut down versions of the VODs, like not necessarily shorts, but like a specific thing that happened during a VOD, like a single match or a set of matches that have been edited together. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to go ahead and get into a nice orbit here. Then we're going to adjust our inclination. And then hopefully we'll just be able to rendezvous with Vol real quick. Because this, like I said, this thing should have enough delta V to do what we need it to do, unlike our fuel thing, which should have had way more fuel in it. And in the meantime, we're gonna let the music play because it's really nice. Okay, so this is looping around, it's looping around. Looping around town. Yeah, we'll need to adjust our inclination by 25 degrees, which will eat a lot of delta V, but that's okay. We've got enough to spare here. And if we can figure out a way to get a nice rendezvous, that would be even better. All right, and we also have to remember that there is some fuel in the top, despite what the game thinks. At least I think there is. We'll have to double check. And bringing it down. I feel like Jules just turning into another Eve situation. Like I fail one thing and then I have to send a rescue mission, and then the rescue mission fails, I have to send a rescue mission for the rescue mission, basically. Luckily we haven't lost any Kerbals yet, but you know, it's only a matter of time. Come on. Sit down. Alright, so that's probably almost good. Yeah, that's probably good for now. And then we'll just do the adjustment here. Speeding up time. Yeah, we've got a lot of plane change to do, but again, we have a lot of delta V to do it with. Oh, there goes our controls. Yeah, having a communication satellite around Joule would probably be helpful as well, so we don't have to worry about communication blackouts. Let's zoom way in here. So we want to go normal. We're going to the descending node. Means we want to go up relative to our target's plane, relative to our own plane, I guess. Let me see how much fuel is in this thing. Yeah, there's fuel. There's an engine, yeah. And there's the scanner. And it has a decoupler, so yeah, everything should work. Did you miss anything good? Do you even have to ask? Come on, it's Kerbals. It's all very kind of boring for the most part right now. I don't know how Urban Venture manages to bring so many people in just for Kerbals. I think he's got some kind of magic touch or something. All right. We'll say we're close enough now. How much delta V is this gonna take, do you guys think? It'll be a pretty hefty chunk. And if it was up to me, I wouldn't even have to do it. That would be better. Okay. I think we want to have at least 11 or like 11 to 1200 left. He's British, so he sounds fancier. Oh, that's right. He sounds smarter. Because he's got that English accent. It's true. You feel like you can trust him. And my English accent is just Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins. Which is probably not going to fly in 2022, whatever current year it is. Okay, I think that's enough of that. 1 day to get over there. All right, we'll let that sit where it is. And we'll switch over to here. Side note, Twitch Tracker does a better job of listing your top clips. What is Twitch Tracker? Explain it to me like I'm stupid. Thanks in advance. So it's 2 hours to get here? Okay. Let's go ahead and warp. And there we are. We're approaching the intersect. Go ahead and go retrograde. We'll see just how bad the separation's gonna be. So all these different ways to do all this stuff. I wonder what the best way to do it really is. Like, because you get conflicting things like, oh, well, you don't want to go affiliate, of course, because then X will happen. You should stream on every streaming service at the same time. You should have TikTok. You should have YouTube. You should have a Mixer account. They don't have Mixer anymore. That shut down. All right, so Twitch Tracker shows your statistics of views, follows, videos, what the videos are on, etc. Oh, okay. Could be fun. All right, let's bring it around, but not too much. All right, I'm gonna call that good. And again, this one will have to play by ear. Let's switch over to the interplanetary scan set. Okay. Switching now. That's not you saying that. Oh, that's not you saying just stream that. Star Sector brings in the most followers. Oh. Well, shoot. Well, actually, that's the thing. I wanted to play that, and I did play that for a bit. And then I stopped because I don't remember why I stopped. I think I wanted to play something, and then I played that, and then I just didn't get back to Star Sector. And my highest views per video. That is interesting. All right. Well, you know what? That's what I'll do this Friday then. Because I haven't played that in a while. And I do still have it ready to go. I might as well. Okay. So let's see if we can get a thing. Well, that's cool that you can actually check that. I'm sure there's a way to do that in Twitch somewhere, but I don't know. All right, so let's see what maneuver is going to get us. Okay, never mind. I guess we can't do that. Gonna say, let's see what maneuver is best. Okay, now we can do it. What do you... Come on, game. Throw me a bone. Just trying to land. Yeah, I think going prograde here is going to get us closer. Oh, yeah, it is. Alrighty. I do kind of wish I had a little more control, though. Yeah, so the relay is on the opposite side of the planet from where Kerbal is right now. Which is unfortunate. We'll just have to wait a second, I guess. KSP is 52% of my stream time. I know. No, Emmykins, it wasn't. You didn't make me stop because of your birthday. I stopped a while before that. I think I last streamed it in the beginning of January. I need to sign into the site? Okay. I'll have to do that then. Alright, let's go back here. And we will just slowly time warp until we have controls. Which will hopefully happen soon. Soonish. Soon. Not soon at all. There we go. Okay. Have controls. Let's go. Okay. Let's keep an eye on our closest approach here. Aw, crap. We lost it. No. Why, game? Why? Uh, 137 followers came from, that's how many I had, or that's how many I have now? Maybe no, I did stop for oxygen not included. You should stop looking and no, feel free to look. That's good information. I'm not doing anything particularly interesting right now, as much as I would like to be. It seems that the Kraken does not smile upon me this day because they've decided to take away my closest intersect here. Like, they show me my closest approach as being here, and then as soon as I get close enough, it takes it away from me. So I got to 137. Okay, so as of today-ish. Oh wait, I haven't. I have an encounter, guys. Look at that. It's a thing of beauty, isn't it? All right, now let's see if we can get. Dang it, I had controls very briefly there. Okay, there we go. So we need to get a maneuver going. My goal is to get into a polar orbit. So let's see what is going to do that for us the most. I mean, that seems to be working. Yep. Okay, that's good. That's good. Nice. It's pretty polar to me. I just want to get that nice and low, but not too low. So maybe like 250-ish. All right, that works for me. Maybe we can back a bit. There we go. I think that's the best bet. All right, got it. Now let's point in that direction and see how much we can get done ahead of time. Because if I wait 20 minutes, I'm sure I'm going to be out of range. We're going to succeed. All right. That's my hope. My goal, I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for... I guess I'm in it for the attention and the fame. Like, just a little tiny bit. And so people have a good time. Because I've always wanted to entertain people. And I think this is probably the bestest way I can make that a reality. Like, I have the skill sets to play games on the internet. Whereas the idea of getting up on stage in front of people and trying to do stand-up comedy or being an actor or anything like that is probably a little too anxiety-inducing for me. All right, we got it. Beautiful. All right, now we just play the warp game. Okay. Here we go. Go to our rendezvous point. So we'll at least have the scan sat in place. So for our next shipment, we'll send a relay, comms relay, and some more fuel. Did I do Kerbal's Monday? And oh, maybe I did. All right, Ash says, an interesting thing I've seen is Huts and Dang. So the YouTube intro, outro live on stream and just note it. Huts and Dang. I think your autocorrect might have got you on that one. Oh. Oh, those are people. Okay, Huts and Dan Giesling. Interesting thing I've seen. Huts Gaming. Okay. Shows you how much I know about the streaming landscape, right? You're on laptop, so no autocorrect. Oh. Yeah, that's probably a smart idea. Like, what's up, YouTube? Today we're doing blankety blank, and here we're gonna do this. So everybody buckle up and enjoy. This is the game we're playing today, and you're gonna like it. Like that? Hence the spelling mistakes. Okay. Don't feel the need to rush. You're not competing with anyone else right now. The only thing besides Kerbal Oxygen Not Included in Alien collabs between Star Sector and your birthday was Dead Cells. Oh, okay. So I guess I did Dead Cells and then I did your birthday week and then I just kind of fell off. Plus ratio. Okay. Well, this is all good information. You guys are being very helpful today. So Star Sector returns Friday. And we'll see if that works. And I'll talk to Grumpy and see what he's doing on Friday. Maybe he can stop by. That would be pretty neat. All right, I'm ready to lower or to get into an orbit here. Let's go for it. Beautiful. So this mission was a success at least. So we're 1 for 2, which means we're still at a 50% success rate. Because 2 of the 4 things we sent and now 1 of the 2 things we sent. Maybe we just need to send more things as backup. And that would work. So we're going for 250 here. And cut it. All right. And then once we get a little closer, we'll continue burning. Like I said, Grumpy's made a name for himself doing Star Sector tutorials and a Let's Play series, which has been doing really well. I've done 16 different stream concepts, KSP, Dead Cells, Alien in the past year. That sounds correct, yeah? My favorite are the Alien streams. Those are really fun. There were a few weeks between Star Sector and Dead Cells, which leads me to believe I did Kerbals twice a week. That might be true. I'm sure Ash can look that up with the fancy program that he's using. All right, how are we doing here? Still a few minutes out. Let's go ahead and time warp. Time warping it up. Okay. twitchtracker.com. There you go. So now you too can learn all my stats. You'll know more stats than I do by the end of the night. All right, so we'll get the apoapsis up to down to 250, and look at that. We've got the whole thing locked down. It's a beautiful thing. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I don't want to crash the upper portion of this into the surface, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we'll go prograde. Oh, I don't know if I can do staging without access to controls. That's not great. Guess we'll find out when I try to stage. You just ran the past 3 years. I haven't even streamed for 3 years. I've streamed for like maybe 6 months. You hope tonight has helped and not hindered. Yeah. Every little snippet of information is useful. Now, whether I can act on that information, I have no idea. There we go. Ooh, okay. Went a little... May have gone too far in a few places. But yeah, so okay, so I see why it did that. Basically, it counted this part as the ship itself, which it should not have. Let's go ahead and warp around. We'll let that collide. I have my contact if I want it in the future. As far as like doing some work, yeah, we'll see how things go. We will see. I still don't even have access to follower emotes, which is kind of bumming me out. So I guess I'm not too far into my affiliate status, right? So you have to have 60 days of... Oh, we got it, chat. We got that. Sweet. Oh, not enough charge? What? Uh-oh. That's unusual. Can I turn this off? What is happening? No game, don't do this to me. Direct flow. Can we hibernate? Hibernate. I can't hibernate. Well, so much for that. That sucks. Is it just 'cause it's not pointing at the sun? Oh no. Yeah, we're not getting enough sunlight to actually charge up the battery. An interesting conundrum. And one which I can't really fix without being able to turn the thing.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah. Okay. Let's time warp for a bit. Actually, let's leave that and let's go check in on our other thing. So maybe we're 0 for 2 on this one. I guess we'll find out. All right, so this one at least has power, which is nice. All right, let's do some warps. And there we go. Here's our first one. All right, so we're just gonna watch the it's kind of like the hands of a clock ticking. We're gonna slowly get a little bit closer. Wait, why are we red? What? This one has no power either? Oh no. Come on, man. Just let me spin a little bit. Oh no. Why didn't I bring RTGs? What a fool I've been. Okay, well, let's see how this works. Like how this is the first time this career that I've had an issue with the solar panels being weird. Oh no, and it's just when... No, let me twist. Let me twist, game. Come on, just a little bit. Ah! I would laugh, and that would be more natural. Yeah. That would probably be... Yeah, that'd probably be a good one. I see where you're coming from with that. Hibernate? I can't hibernate. I can't do anything. I'm stuck. This is awful. Like, here, my maneuver is right there. I know what I need to do. All right. Wait. Let me twist. No twist. Yeah, all right. So, making a note. Bring RTGs to Jewel because apparently the crafts like to get into a weird angle where they're not getting enough sunlight. Okay, good to know. Or maybe just put more solar panels so that there are fewer angles that it's no longer a problem. Okay, it's all right. We're gonna keep rolling with it. Emmykins has mixed feelings about Point Redeem sound clips. What are your feelings, Emmykins? Let's get some Minmus stuff. Can I close one of the panels to create centrifugal? I can't do anything. I have no control over it if there's no power, which is why I could spin it if it had even just a little bit of power, but it doesn't have any power, so I can't spin it. All right, so first let's head over to the Min station to do a quick mission. And then we'll check back in on that other satellite, the ScanSat, and see if I can do anything with that. And then we'll have to redesign. We'll get to designing, I guess. And we'll do a redesign of those crafts that we put together. I just go ahead and... Oh, okay. I guess we don't have any comms here. Cool. Communications. Humming around. So this is why most people, when they play this game, will build a series of relay satellites to be able to actually, you know, do things in space instead of having to wait. Hello, YouTube. Today we're building X for Y. And it's not going well. Going quite poorly, actually. I haven't had a lot of luck with Eve, and I haven't had a lot of luck with Jewel. Duna's been fine. We didn't have any issues with Duna. I haven't even attempted Moho, Drez, or Elu yet, but I suppose that'll come up here eventually. Okay, so now we're gonna check back in on... Make sure we got that. Science data. Oh, right. We still got to do the Gilly thing. All right. Let's head back to Gilly. And we'll give this a shot. I think our next generation fuel transfer vehicle might be nuclear at the rate we're going. All right, Gilly, transmit. Review report, transmit. And there we go. Beautiful. Some much needed money. I see that the craft has migrated down the hill. It used to be much closer to that flag. Okay, Meg, just hang in there. We're gonna land you shortly. Just have to be extra careful. Alright, so Emmykin says, I don't watch a lot of streamers, but I feel most of the ones that I do have them, the chat ends up spamming them at inappropriate times and throwing off the stream and annoying everyone else. Alright, well, we'll do a test run of it. And if it gets too much, I can just remove them. Not that I'm saying it'll happen here. Yeah, I won't let that happen here. If it does happen, we'll throw it off. But I have been in streams that both have playable sound alerts and them that don't. And the ones that I've been in that have it, people seem to really like it. The ones that I've been in that don't seem to be missing anything. I think it's just two ways of looking at it. Okay. Science data from surface of Duna? 25 years? I mean, we could do a quick drop down to Duna. Yeah, why not? That'll be a fun mission. We need a win after this. Yeah, we'll have a timer. And just the ones that are short. Okay, so let's head over to the ScanSat. And let's see if this thing can get enough power to turn. Okay, we're waiting. All right, there we go. Do we have power? We might have power now. Okay, we have power. So we are going to, first we're going to hibernate. Actually, no. Okay, we're good. Let's, wait. Okay, I don't have control. All right, well, that's something to keep in mind, I guess. So we'll recharge the batteries real quick. So the main issue is going to be having enough power to be able to send the full brunt of this information. I think my best bet is going to be to fully charge the battery. Which, what the heck's Val? Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's Vol? It's above us, I guess. We'll fully charge the battery. And then we'll wait until we have communications with the KSC. And then we'll switch it to partial transmission. So we don't have to have the full thing here. Okay, so we'll point directly north like that. And that should give us maximum solar. Okay, there we go. Let's actually see. So we might be able to pull this off now. Let's try it. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Okay. We need to go to transmit, require, allow partial? Okay. We will allow partial then. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to send that information. Uh-oh, Jewel got in the way. All right, Jewel, you big bully. Thanks for that. All right, there we go. So, get the full charge again. That's true. Ash has a point. Most likely it's an act making them think they don't like it so people stay to earn points to spam more. Like, guys, are you spamming the audio clips again? Yeah. There's a little bit of performance art. I mean, it's a stream. It's all performance. Which I still need to learn to actually do. I've never been much of a performing arts type guy. Okay, so once we have contact. Okay, so there we go. Now we just wait for our relay to come around. Of course, now we're not going to have communication with the relay until maybe soonish, maybe, I don't know. All right, there we go. We have communication. Let's send it. So it's going to eat all the battery. And then we got nothing. Why do we have nothing? Okay. Is it still trying to send it? Okay, let's just try time warping. Oh, we got it. Nice. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's what we wanted. That's a lot of ore. Let's check the actual amount here. Ooh, there's some really good spots on the equator. So right around here is good. Yeah, that's probably the best spot. So this will be our landing site, it looks like. That is excellent. That's the information we needed. Maybe he should raise the price of the points to get a YouTube video. That sounds like a pretty big reward. This is, of course, referring to Emmykin's comment about her K-pop streamer that she watches. We just want to spend points and do something. Interact, make it feel like we have an effect or add somehow. Yeah, that's why I typically save up my points for the biggest reward, or the biggest reward I'm realistically going to get. Like if there's a 2 million point reward, I don't anticipate ever getting that many points in any one stream. All right, well, this is done, so I don't need to worry about that. Can I do this though? I can. Yes. All right, accept it. Yep. So now all of our science is going directly into money. So now we have lots of money. All right, so that part is done. Now we're going to try to get the other one. Which is the fuel delivery drone. And we can actually change the name of this. 5K sound clip to make someone laugh. Yeah, I don't know what the point amount on that should be. I know Urban Ventures got a 25,000 point reward for a technical lecture film that's about a minute long, which is really fun. People seem to like that, and that's on a cooldown as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and rename this. This is the scanner. And there we go. Now let's head over to Interplanetary Fuel Delivery Drone and see if that's managed to get any power in the meantime. 101,000 BTS stream redeem that I've considered using. All right. Could be fun. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take before it actually can get sunlight. Oh, we had some. Can we turn it? Maybe? Oh, I've got no control. Dang. Okay, we'll wait till I have control, I guess. Oh, control? Control. Spin, spin, spin. Oh, okay, I'm out of power again. But it has started spinning. I'll try spinning, that's a good trick.
It's working! It's working!
There it is. Alright. Saved it. Huts has hats for gifted. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one. Somebody has channel point rewards to put on different hats. I need more hats, I guess. Because I don't have any hats. I have some birthday hats and the Valentine's ears that I had Emmykins pick up for me. So I'd have something to wear for her birthday and for Valentine's Day. Code Miko made hundreds of thousands in bits so people can F with her model or annoy her in some way. She acts annoyed, but in reality, I don't think she cares. Yeah, it's all performative, like I said. That's part of the act. Okay, ooh, wait a minute. We have a close intersect coming up. This is excellent. If we can maintain communication here, which I doubt we can, but we can at least try. Then we'll see how this goes. All right, we're out of communication range again. We have it again. Closing in. Come on. And we need more. We need communication. We don't get it. All right, fair enough. Now we get it. Come on, game, really? It's never gonna work. You know, honestly, at this point, I might just want to send this toward Vol to see if I can offload the fuel at the station. Maybe that's a better option. What is it with the BTS hate in the K-pop community, Emmykins? Is it just because they're big, so now they suck? Like, oh, my niche K-pop band isn't big, so that means that they're better. All right. Let's... No. Okay, I guess we're not... The heck? Why am I not able to, Oh, it's hibernating. No. No, I don't want it to hibernate. This is weird. I can't even point it in a direction anymore. Very unusual. Okay. Guess we'll wait till we have access to the KSC. Okay. So now we turn on SAS. Okay, that's probably a bug. And I'm gonna go ahead and restart the game real quick. We've had issues in the past where we had to restart the game. So this isn't super weird. Just do it. All right. Yeah, I think the issue is the people in that stream hate BTS for some reason, so they would, by extension, hate Emmykins for forcing the stream to pivot. All right, I am quitting to the main menu. Be right back with the game. While it loads, I guess. I don't know what it's doing now. This is strange. Hang on, I want to try something out. All right, I think I have to go into actual Twitch and see if I can do this. Because I should be able to use my own emotes with the little extra things on them, right? Let me see if I can do that. Not that one. Do I have to be in the actual stream itself? Let me try this. Go to my channel. Go to my channel. Oh, go to my... Gotta mute myself. I want to try this. Huh. I could have swore that it would let me do the altered versions of my emotes to test them out, but I guess not. Okay, well. Whatever. Let me cancel out of the game here. I wanted to try to put glasses on the pig and see how it looked. Alright, so the game is... Oh, okay. No, I don't want to restart Steam right now. Thank you, Steam. Maybe in a bit. After I finish the stream, I'll restart Steam. Alright, there we go. We're back. Gonna see a black screen briefly, but you'll also see me. There it is. There's the loading. Let's see, what are some other good emotes that I have for the content? Ooh, Rev's got a good one. For the content. That's why I do this. I do this for the content. What else we got? Oh, these are some of Grumpy's emotes that I made. Those are ships from Star Sector that I edited to mean things. Like, if you haven't played the game, they're not going to make any sense, but if you have, they still probably won't make sense. So they kind of need explanation, which probably isn't the best mark of quality for an emote if you have to explain it. They should just kind of be what they are. Ugh. All right, let's check in on that mission again. Okay, so that's the vol scanner. We won't have to deal with that again. This is the delivery drone. What the heck are stays? A lot of armies, a lot of blinks, which are black-pink lovers, and stays, which I don't know. Take issue with them and try to project the armies are the only toxic fandom. And then you have what I call the K-pop hipster that hates all bigger. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. All right, now it'll let me do it. Okay, thanks, game. Let's go around again. See what kind of nonsense we can get up to here. Holy cow, look at that. We got Iron Mouse. I recognize that. That's the only one that I know off the top of my head. Ooh, we're coming up on an intersect that's going to be close. I guess we can try that one. And we should have enough Delta V to make it work. Assuming we have communications during the... Yeah, there we go. Let's try this. Enjoy the emote wall. Yeah, it looks good. I hope someday to have enough emotes that you can, you know, use them for something. The big ones that I'm currently looking at are the heart one, to kind of update that. And then the 150 follower goal is to make the Star Chad emote, which is going to be my little crystal guy, but the Giga Chad. or Handsome Squidward, one of the two. I haven't decided yet. It's pretty much the same thing. But yeah, basically that. And I am looking forward to it. So someday, in a couple of months, when I eventually get to 150 followers, that'll be the big, exciting art stream that I do. I need to add some versatile. I think the Pigman's pretty versatile. It's probably one of the better ones that I've come up with. The only good one that I've come up with, honestly. Do you have any suggestions? Yeah, you use Twitch a lot more than I do. So if you've got any good ideas, let me know. Are you encouraging gambling over there, Ash? Use the pig one. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I get a lot of usage out of that pig one. It's basically replaced Kappa for me. It's so good for everything, and people are like, oh, what is that? And I love it. That's what I want when people see my emotes. I'm gonna be like, oh, what is that? That's disgusting. Why is that an emote? Like, well, yes it is. So we're gonna have just enough fuel to do absolutely nothing with it. Well, that's not true. We might have like 300. Okay, let's see here. We're definitely kind of cutting it close here. This is one of the situations where having a more efficient rendezvous would have been helpful. But then I apparently decided that I didn't need to do that. All right. I guess if we crash into the atmosphere of Jewel, that's on me. And around we go. Ooh, gambling emote. Yeah, I do need to get an animated one. I have an idea for an animated one, but I need to finalize it and then find someone who is an artist that can actually make it. Because I sure as heck can't do it. And we'll keep an eye on the distance here. And yeah, so a couple of things that we've learned from this. We need to send a relay that's just specifically for Jewel. That's going to hang out in orbit. And all right, so here we go. We're about to get our closest point. Let's go ahead and adjust. Uh-oh. Yeah, once you hit partner, you get a bunch of extra emote slots. But also, I feel like if you get to partner, you probably have a lot of good ideas for emotes anyway. So I'm limited to like 6 at the moment. And when I started, I was like, well, I'll just get my little character guy and we'll do the kind of the standard emotes that everybody has. And that worked, but as I've kind of been streaming for a while, I've got some thoughts about how the emotes look and what I want them to be and how I want them to perform. If an emote can perform, I guess. Oh boy, there we go. Yeah, okay, so it's not really a coherent style, which is probably what I would go for. I don't need them all to be a specific thing. So yeah, the two streamers that I primarily watch have very different approaches to emotes. So one has more like the Dan Giesling style with all kinds of different emotes that are in jokes or whatever. And then the other one has a a very coherent set of emotes that are all based on their character, kind of like Iron Mouse, because he's a VTuber. So all his emotes are his little character or related to the character. Okay, so relative speed is going to be 72, which means we're going to have 300 Delta V to transfer over. And then a completely useless empty rocket. But we've learned some valuable lessons. Number one, I don't know, send more fuel. Mars needs moms. Duna needs tuna. Iron Mouses are versatile too. Yeah, that's what makes a good emote, I suppose. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see if we can't get this rendezvous going. All right, so after this, we're going to design some new stuff to send out here. And then I'm going to probably wrap it up at that point, honestly. 'Cause it'll be time for bed. All right, now, whoa, hello. Let's point towards our target. You would keep Dan G's sub as a Twitcher just to use them in other streams, even if you didn't watch them anymore. Yeah, some people just have such good emotes that you want to sub just for the emotes, which I think is pretty cool. Let's see. Let me bring the chat a little closer so I can see what some of these are. So the 596, I guess that's a reference to something. Then we have a bunch of his faces making various faces, I guess. We got him holding a microphone while driving, which is 2 separate emotes. A gold chain, resin, some Pepe, some kind of trading cards, I think. Bop. 596 is the community. Oh, okay. That's just what he calls his followers or whatever. Yeah, I don't really have a name for my followers. I guess Shardling is the big thing I came up with for subs, but that doesn't really mean anything. And I have 0 control now, so that's going to be interesting. See if we can just keep it pointed. And switch over to this and use RCS for the rest of it. Because this should still have some RCS. Not a lot, but some. Rendezvous. And we're going to point it at the target, and we're going to use the RCS to slow it down. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. It's a northern reference? Okay. Northern lion or northern something else? Go fighting northerns. Your sons, small reference to us as your kins. Oh, that's true. Kastar, sons, okay. My little plasma boys. Northern lion, okay, gotcha. Time to slow things down before they get out of hand. We don't need another repeat of Jeb getting blowed up, right? Yeah, so we're down to 7. Keep on target. We'll do the thing, the divide by 10 rule. So at 900, we should be at 9 meters per second. At 500, we should be at 5, and so on. So, from what I'm hearing is I should just watch other Twitchers Twitchers, that's not a thing. Other streamers, and not even bother streaming because they've already got it unlocked. They've ingrained themselves. Or I should quit my job and dedicate my entire life to becoming a professional Twitch streamer. Those are my only two options. Quit, go big, or go home. Literally. Just enjoy myself. Yeah, I guess. All right, all right. Not everything has to be so black and white. We are coming in for the dock here. So we're going to load up on fuel, and then we'll have a bunch of nothing. The genuine experience is good. All right. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, that's the kind of streamers I like to watch. I think some people get a little too overreactive, maybe. And maybe the people that I watch are just really good at not seeming that way, even if they are. And we're getting closer. Let's make sure everything is open. Can I open this or no? Okay, thank goodness I can. That would have been bad. Keep on target. Time to slow down more. These guys are gonna dock and be like, what? Wait, it's out of fuel. What are we supposed to do with this? It's useless. They sent us an empty fuel can. Follow suit. Just increase your exposure and don't worry about the rest. Some excellent life advice in general, not even just for streaming. It's just like, here's how to have a better life. Having a hard time finding a girlfriend? Just expose yourself. I mean, get exposed. I mean, increase your exposure and don't worry about the rest. Or alternatively, you could use that new dating app for NFT holders. So you can find the guy of your dreams and see how much his apes are worth. You don't want to keep hammering on it. Yeah, we can talk about whatever. I think Emmykins told me today she saw the new Scream. Has anybody seen the new Scream? I haven't seen it, but we can talk about it if you guys want. From what I hear, it's not terrible. Oop, let's adjust here. Make sure we're targeting the right thing. Good. Okay, we're at 1 meter per second. Let's slow that down to like 0.3. Make sure this is on target. Stay on target. Go to fine controls here. Make sure we're good. All right, you have not seen Scream. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of hype. They just dumped it in January, I think. Which is when you're supposed to dump all your bad movies. Which leads me to believe they didn't have a lot of faith in it. You're getting bored of the remakes of the remakes. Yeah, well, that's what people watch, so that's what we keep getting. There's not really a solution that doesn't involve people not watching these things anymore. I mean, they just released an Uncharted movie. Like, they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel, huh? All right, let's get this stuff unloaded. Enable crossfeed, please. Thank you. So let's, yeah, There's not going to be any fuel in here. How much Delta V is this even going to give me? Like none? I guess more than 0, but not by much. If I get even 100 liquid fuel out of this. Not even. Got 104 oxidizer, I guess that's something. And then I should have some monopropellant that I can use. Get these all tightened up here. And we will take the monoprop out of these. That's what they produce because they believe it sells and don't want to flop. Or should I say scared to? But then it doesn't flop. That's the problem. People go to see this stuff. Maybe not a lot, but at least enough. Right, we can float this monoprop. And this will be good, so we'll have more monopropellant to work with. And there we go. Yeah, more monopropellant's going to be useful for the rendezvous. Not much else, but we are going to need to do some rendezvous at some point. All right, and then last one. Oh no, this one. It's the last one. Okay. Oh, there's still a little bit more. So let's close these up. And go ahead and double check. Make sure there's nothing else here that we need. I don't believe there is. Just undock. Okay, well, I can't do anything with that now, so we'll just let them drift apart. First docking maneuver, nice. Oh, it's weird. Okay. All right, so that part is done. We'll turn off fine controls. Make sure this is all good. So we have 184 meters per second, guys. We're rolling in extra Delta V here. Just think of all the things we can do. There's literally dozens of us. All right, let's warp around here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see how low we can get this thing, and then we'll just send a missile to blow it up, because otherwise it's just gonna clog everything up. It's not really doing anything on its own. Close the shield. Oh, we don't have comms again. So yeah, I'm thinking we need to put a relay, or maybe even a couple relays, in orbit around Joule. All right. Yeah, Emmykins is talking about the little green box that you click sometimes. Which, I don't know. Okay. So let's... I don't know how long we're going to have to wait to be able to have access to the maneuvers. Oh. Hey, possibly an alien has arrived. Alien raid. Who have you brought with you? There's Urban Venture. There's... Alien is probably around here somewhere. She's probably got to go eat, though. Veloria Nord. Hello, and welcome to the Kerbal stream. We're just hanging out around Jewel, no biggie. Just doing a thing. Spinning around. Doing it. We were actually just talking about the new Scream movie, so if you've seen the new Scream, which is just called Scream, because that's how movies are now, let me know your thoughts. Okay. Still don't have control, so we'll time warp until we do. So Urban, we are 0 for 2, or 1 for 2 on our supply mission. I didn't end up getting hardly any Delta V out of the fuel transport vehicle. But the scanner was able to scan Vol, and now we know where all of the delicious ore is when we finally get around to that. All right, let's see how low we can get this before we run out of monoprop. Probably not close enough to burn up in the atmosphere. All right, have fun eating dinner. Did the others not make it? I only sent 2. I sent a fuel truck and I sent a scanner. So I'm gonna prep a new series of missions that's gonna send a couple of comms relays, because I've been having issues with that. And I also learned that solar power is very weak out here at Jewel. So I'm going to send some stuff with RTGs that I can attach to my other ships if I need to. All right, so we'll call that good, and we'll just send a missile to blow it up, I guess. But you guys are just in time. The stream is it's winding down here. But it's been an okay night. We've had a lot of discussion talking about the business side of Twitch and how to grow your channel and all that stuff. Turns out it requires a lot of work or a lot of luck, one of the two. Okay, so we can just get rid of that. And now we'll spend the next about 20 minutes to build an upgraded fuel delivery vehicle. So is that interplanetary fuel delivery drone? All right, so that is the current design, yes. So this was our design that we sent. And I discovered that this is not enough fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part and this part, and I'm going to, I guess, is this the brute part? Okay. And what I'm going to do is make it bigger. Wrong one. Wrong one. Okay, one of these has to be the right one. Come on, game. It's this one. There we go. Yeah. Now we're cooking. And then do the same thing on the bottom. Yes. Beautiful. Looking good. What do you guys think of that? I think the orange. The orange doesn't look great. They don't quite blend the way that I'd like them to, so we'll just go with that. All right, and then we need, I guess we'll just put that there. We'll add the solar panels back on. We'll add the relay, the antenna on. Okay, just one, please. And then we'll add the battery manually. Look at that shape. Yeah, that's definitely a shape. You're not wrong. It's quite hefty. I hope it does what I need it to do. And yeah, battery is next. Bateria. There we go. So there is the new design. Question is, can it take off? Barely. Let's increase the thrust on these. Why are rockets always so phallic? The world may never know. Oh, for those of you who do not know this, I guess I haven't really advertised it much. I'm going to be over on Urban Ventures channel tomorrow. So I don't normally stream on Thursday, but I'm going to be over there. And I'm going to be kind of walking him through Stellaris. So if that's something you guys are interested in, all 7 of you, oh my goodness. That's so many. Feel free to head on over to his channel at the same time, so 6 o'clock Central Time, and he'll be streaming Stellaris. I'll be on there with him and kind of walking him through getting the game set up and everything and making an empire. And you've officially downloaded. Oh yeah, okay, good. So everything is in order. We can make the bottom part orange. If we're gonna do that, we'll just make the whole thing orange. Yeah, that looks fine. Does that work? I don't know. Okay, so it takes off. Then this stuff detaches, and then we get to a vacuum. We only have a thrust to weight of 0.85. That might not be good enough. A little concerned. We may need a bit more thrust on the bottom now. Because yeah, this is only going to get us 2200. Is it time perhaps for asparagus staging, chat? You guys ready to eat your vegetables? All right, we'll do it. I'll do it just for you guys. It won't be maximum asparagus staging. It'll just be the like kind of asparagus staging. Gonna use this size. Should be good, right? I mean, it'll look kind of goofy, but you know, if it looks goofy and it works, it's not goofy. It just is. We have a lot of money to spend. Okay. So do we need the mastodon or the rhino? Okay, the rhino is too big. We're not going to use the rhino. Sorry, guys. How about the cheetah? I think the cheetah's for use in space. So probably the bobcat. What is the wolfhound? Okay, that one's not the right size either. Wait, that's a new one. Is the wolfhound... The wolfhound is super efficient. What the heck? Why am I not using that? It's more efficient than the poodle. Oh, but it weighs like twice as much though. It's got more thrust, but the mass is much more. So actually, let's see. Let's test that out. So if I use the poodle in a vacuum, I get 6938.
Bogus.
No, Bill and Ted, come on.
69.
There we go. Thank you. But if I use the wolfhound, I get 7700. Chat, I think we just found my new favorite engine. Get that poodle out of my face. We're going all in on the wolfhound. Those balls out of here. You know what? We don't need monopropellant for this. This is for one very specific purpose. And yeah. All right, now let's test this out. We're gonna do it. Wolfhound is the best. Okay. Yeah, it'll be in a vacuum. And then you said the Bobcats for liftoff here. There we go. And we'll just slap a nice cap on these. Wrong size. Right size. Throw a little pin on here. Like that. Okay, that doesn't look great. Is there a better sized one? Mark 12, Mark 7. I think the Mark 5 looks better. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And we'll change these to be truss mounts. Look a little bit better. I hope there's a lot more customization on the paint jobs in KSP2, because this does not look great, all things considered. All right, so we want these to be the north and south boosters. We want to be the ones that stick around, and the east and west boosters are going to be the ones that we drop first. Go ahead and set that up like so. And get some struts on there. There we go. One on the bottom. There we go. Okay, so this should work. Let's double check. I suppose we need to set up the asparagus staging. But first things first, the north and south engines want to stick around, so the east and west drop off first. Okay, yeah. Uh-oh. We don't have enough thrust to wait. Oh no. The Bobcats might not be powerful enough, guys. Thrust. 374. This is 52. Is there a better one that I could use? The Kodiak? Kodiaks are small, though. Yeah, that's not right. Hey! Lupus stopped by. Thank you for the lurk. You're having a good time. And not the Rhino. I mean, maybe the Rhino? I think the Rhino is slightly larger. The Mastodon. The master of engines. Oh, the Mastodon works, I guess. Is that just a straight up improvement? No, it's worse. What the heck? What is the Mastodon good for? Let's take a look. It is good. I guess it's good in everything, but it's not. Wait a minute. That needs to go down here. The Mastodon has a thrust of 1,283 versus the mainsail, which has, oh, okay, so the mainsail is more powerful. What would 4 Kodiaks on each side do? Let's take a look. 4 Kodiaks gives us 0.65. So not quite enough to get there. I might just have to take some of the fuel off of these and stick with the Bobcats. Let's see how that looks if we take off, say, this part. And what do we get now? 0.88. Interesting. So the top is just too heavy, guys. And in fact, oh, that was in, hang on, that was in the vacuum as well. Yikes. What happens if we ditch the side boosters? We just don't have enough thrust. Okay. What is my best bet here? Oh, using an engine plate? Okay, okay. We can try that. I think I need to use a base plate made of pre-famulated amulite. I think that's what I need to do. Okay. So what do the Kodiaks work best on? I guess, okay, we'll try this one first. And that. And then you're saying use the engine plate. And that is the wrong size. I think I need the 18. Here we go. And then do quads. And then the Kodiak. I mean, they're kind of clipping into each other, which I don't really like. Is there a better option? Like a smaller engine we could use? And Kodiaks are the highest thrust weight. Okay. So I want the 2.5 meter. Okay. All right. All right. And they don't come cheap. Oh, the pre-famulated amulite. Yeah, that stuff's the government will buy it though, at least, which is the important part. Okay. So let's use another engine plate, same as before. Make it a quad. Quad. Then grab ourselves some Kodiaks. All right, game, come on. I remove the truss. Shoot. I mean, it looks kind of goofy with the overlap, but it's probably fine. It's not as bad as it was. And the engines themselves aren't touching, which is what I was worried about. All right, so something like that. It still isn't enough. Wow. Okay, we'll throw, if we throw the mainsail on, then it's just enough. That's ridiculous. That's probably not what I want to go for, is it? Or just a 2.5 meter skirt on the bottom. Okay, okay. I think what I should do though is just swap this whole top section out for another tank like that. Swap those around. And then use a regular sized engine here. That'd be the Rhino. Okay, this thing isn't very efficient. I could just use an engine plate, I suppose. I gotta remember those are things, because I never really used them until they got suggested. Okay, like that. And then we throw like a poodle on it, I guess, or no, the wolfhound, like that. Short. And then a bottom section, which will be the big old tank. That's not how I wanted to do that. Okay, still not correct. There we go. All right. They're amazing. Works as a decoupler too. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. Having used them. Not super consistently, but I did use them for one of my designs that worked out pretty well. All right, and then for the lift off, I think the Rhino should do it. Nope, it does not. Doesn't do it at all. What's the biggest rocket I can use? The Mammoth? I bet that's... Oh, that'll do it. Okay. It's not great, but it'll at least get me off the ground to start. And then I can probably use, like, solid boosters to get me a little bit more of the ways up. Try that one there. Okay, looks good. And then we'll throw on solid boosters. 6 vectors? Oh, geez. That's a lot. I guess I do have the money at this point, now that I don't need science anymore. But let's try... Okay, we got the kickback. We have the Clydesdales, which I think we used to great effect before. Although there's a bit of clipping there. Also the Pollux, which is smaller. I think the Clydesdales are the biggest. The Shrimp. I don't think we want something called the Shrimp for this. Thoroughbred, yeah, I think the Clydesdales are the biggest ones we're gonna get. Question is, how much thrust is that gonna give me? And then once we get to orbit, oh, well, that's pretty dang good. Okay, let's put the nose cone on, like so. And we also want, of course, the Separatrons, very important for all your separation needs. Otherwise you end up with stuff crashing into stuff, and that's not good. All right, let's go over this. So we start with, move those up here, solid down here. So we start off with the main booster and the solid, the main engine, and then the boosters, and then they decouple and go flying off, and then the main body continues until we get into orbit, at which point we decouple, and we should have, according to this, 7,300 meters per second of delta V. That's what I'm seeing. My only concern is that there might not be enough in the lower section to actually pull that off. So let's add some more fuel to the bottom, just to be extra safe. And where is the bit here? There we go. Clydesdales, oh, they, ooh, solid rocket boosters with gimbaling. That is pretty nice. So this is a big boy, but it has a big job. So I think we're just gonna have to live with how it looks. All right, so that's 1.49, and that's at maximum thrust. We can probably actually add another, nope, no, don't want that. I want the decoupler, please. Okay, move that. I think we can use the larger fuel tank here, which wait, is this just the next one up? So there's only 3 sizes here? That's kind of lame. That's that one, and then that one, and that's it. Okay. I guess if that's all the game's gonna give me. 3 types: small, medium, large. Just like the real world equivalent that flew with the shuttle. Oh, really? That's cool. I don't know much about space. I know a lot about games, but not a lot about actual space. So I typically learn a lot over on Urban's stream. And I was just actually watching the Scott Manley video on solar panels the other day. So if you haven't seen that yet, it explains how, you know, regular solar panels on Earth work, then the history of using them in space as well, which was kind of cool. Okay, let's check the thrust now. 1.4. And I mean, for 2,800 meters per second, I'm not going to complain. With these numbers, it's probably fine. Reversed LEDs, yeah. Ash is clearly a space enthusiast. Who knows about LEDs? Alright, so let's try launching this thing. Everybody get your finger on the clip button for when I inevitably screw it up. Oh, RTG's right. What's the best way to do that? Probably a thing, right? Payload. Service bay. Too small. There we go. And we'll just stick an RTG or two in there for power. Okay, I know I unlocked it. There that is. Like, I know I unlocked them. Don't hide them from me, game. Okay, should be good now. And honestly, we can remove the solar panels. And maybe the battery? We'll put the battery inside there. I wonder if we can put the... No, probably not. We can't put it on the side, though. Which might work better. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Put these on the side? Ooh, we can. Oh, that looks a little bit better. Maybe. Okay, that works for me. Let's close it up. Let's try launching. Ash learned about space travel, aerodynamics, aeronautical engineering, and vectors to play this game. I mean, you kind of have to at some point. There's only so much you can do with go up and get to place. All right, so this is our new design. Let's go ahead and launch it into a low Kerbal orbit. And then we'll wrap it up for the week. So KSP will return on Monday. Tomorrow I'll be over on Urban's channel to play some Stellaris. And then Friday I'll be back with... Uh-oh. Okay, let's recover that. I forgot to put struts on. As usual. Okay, let's try that again. As far as what I had to learn to play this game, I mostly had to learn how to accept that sometimes the game will bug out and delete your craft for no reason, and you have to learn to live with that. And I think that's an important lesson that you can take away and use in your everyday life. All right, double check, so everything looks good. Let's try it again. This time without the ridiculous wobbling. Boy, I'm excited for tomorrow, guys. Urban has literally never played Stellaris. He's gonna be like a baby. It's gonna be so much fun. All right, here we go. Lift off. And we are ready to go. You launched it? Oh, the music. Yeah, the music in that game is so good. And there's even actually good, like, writing. They hired an actual author to write stuff for the game. But yeah, there's a bit of a barrier to entry in learning how all the mechanics work and everything. And I don't remember if there's a tutorial or if it's any good. I don't think I've ever played it. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to put together an empire and everything and explain some of the concepts, I guess, if you're not familiar with 4X games in general. All right, I think we need a little more turning here. I think the aerodynamics from the radar or the dish are causing us to pull to the south. There's a tutorial, but it's very text heavy. Yeah, that sounds about right for a Paradox game. Okay, so we're gonna just keep turning here. There they go. Now I think we can start just going nuts here. Let's get that rolled over. And so my only goal for tonight is to get this thing into orbit and then we'll call it because it's past my bedtime. Urban learned Civ through YouTube. I had to learn Civ before YouTube even existed. So consider yourself lucky there. And we're gonna burn and burn and burn and burn and burn and burn. Yeah, the more delta V that we can get into orbit, the better, right? Although I'm a little concerned, because this says 4922. I'm hoping that that's because we're not in a vacuum yet. Because it said we had 7,000. Ash got topped by a Civ competitive player. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, that's depending on how you want to play, that can be better or worse for you. Because if you're just playing single player, some of the stuff that works in competitive isn't going to apply. Whereas if you're learning from a single player person and then you go to play competitive, you're going to get destroyed. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's the 7,000. Beautiful. A new day dawns on the Kerbal space program. We've designed our first hyper-efficient fuel transfer vehicle. Oh, I just noticed the thrust to weight is 0.24. Oh no, this is gonna take forever. I guess it's better than nuclear engines, but still. You learn fast and it's like hard learning Kerbals. Yeah, Civ is definitely more of a board game than a role-playing game. Actually, if you're looking for a strategy role-playing game, I can recommend you some. Although I think for the most part, any strategy game you're going to play is going to end up playing more like a board game. Yeah, Crusader Kings 3 could be a good option. I'm going to recommend Thea the Awakening and Thea 2 the Shattering, which are games that are based in Slavic folklore. But that's just kind of the backdrop for the actual gameplay, which is you have a small group of people living in a post-apocalyptic world, but it's like magical post-apocalypse. And you go around and collect resources and do quests and stuff. And there's different ways you can play depending on the type of people you have in your party. It opens up different options. But yeah, ultimately it's a strategy game, so it might feel more like a board game to you. Ooh, yeah, the Anno series could be good too, depending on what you're looking for. I had a little bit of fun with the, I think it was 2077. I don't remember which one I played. I only played one though. Let's get this thing open. And hope that we get some communication here. There we go. Say if we crash this thing because we didn't have communications, I'm gonna have to play the sad song, or the sad flip. You think 2077's the best? Is that the one where the world floods? Because that's the one that I've played. All right, there we go. So I wonder if it would be worth sending up a fuel tanker just to top this thing off. Surviving Mars, right. I was gonna play that, but I keep getting distracted by other games, like The Hidden City, which I just played recently. Because that got recommended to me. And it was on sale over the weekend, so I'm like, I'll pick it up and try it out. And it was pretty great. A little short, if you know what you're doing. But still pretty good. Okay. So we're gonna wrap that up. Let us transition to raid time. I think we'll just head over to King Akira. He's playing KSP as well. And I don't see anyone else that is even in that same general thing. Yeah, I played, yeah, 2077 is the one that I played. I will start the raid. We'll go see what King Akira's doing. I'm sure it's something wacky and fun, as opposed to my more stripped down style. So Emmykins had fun. Thank you for sticking around to moderate instead of, you know, getting up and doing literally anything else. And remember guys, Urban Venture tomorrow. I'll see you guys there, or if I don't, I'll see you Friday, or I'll see you Monday, or I'll see you when I see you. Have a great night.